will come in. So let's kind of go over the basic steps of question number one. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, when we're looking into this, there is a couple things that we want to be concerned with. So we're looking into underlining. We know that things are going to be cylinder. We know we're going to be talking about things that are inches. They're going to give us the diameter, so we're going to want to make sure we understand what the diameter is. And they're also talking about volume, all right? And they do give us some dimensions of these cylinders. So going back to how to solve a word problem, if anything else, guys, I see a couple of you have already drawn pictures. When you're trying to work through a problem, unless you automatically know exactly what's going on, it's very, very helpful to draw a picture, no matter how close you think those pictures resemble the exact work. So let's say there's two cylinders, right? And for these two cylinders, we know that they both have different diameters. One has a diameter of 4 inches. Now remember the diameter of, OK, well, first of all, before I even get to that, notice a cylinder. A cylinder has a circle base, right? A base has a circle. So the base as well as the top are going to be the same. So the diameter of this one is 4, and the diameter of this cylinder is 6. Now, what they're asking us to do is determine the height where their volumes are going to be exactly the same. So we need to kind of know, well, what is the volume? How do we determine the volume of a cylinder? So a formula you guys are going to want to know, not a. Volume of any cylinder is going to be the area base times height. This goes back to your geometry and even pre-geometry days. Make sure you understand I'm using a capital B, not B as in base. Capital B represents the area of the base. So we look at our areas of our bases, and we notice those are circles. So you could also write the volume of a cylinder. Sorry, volume of a prism is area base times height. The volume of the cylinder, because we call it a cylinder because it has a circular base, would be pi r squared times height. So the area of the base is pi r squared. That's like the area of how to find the circle. All right. Now, we do know the height of this cylinder, which is diameter 6. This one has a height of 4. And this one, the height is h. And that's exactly what we're trying to find, right? What is the height of the smaller cylinder when you're restating your question? That is what the answer you're looking for. Now, they say, though, what is the height when they're equal to each other? That means both volumes have to be equal, correct? Does that make sense? So the key equation, what you guys are going to want to write is, let's say here's the one that's the 4 inch, and then here's the one with the 6 inch. So the volume for the 4 inch, we know I use the formula pi r squared times height. And that has to be equal to the volume of the 6 inch cylinder, which is, again, pi r squared times height. Now, for the 6 inch, we know what the height is. We now need to determine what the radius is. Well, if the diameter from one side to the next is 6, that means the radius is going to be 3. So I can say pi times 3 squared times height, which is 4. Over here, we don't know what the height is. That's what we're trying to find out. But we know that the radius would be the distance all the way across is 4. So the radius is 2. Now, again, what are we trying to find? We're trying to find the height of the smaller radius. So therefore, now all I simply need to do is solve for h. So the first thing I'll do is simplify. So I'll say 4 pi h is equal to 36 pi. Does everybody follow me with my math of simplifying? 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. OK? 4 squared is 4, or 2 squared is 4. Now, divide by 4 pi. Pi's divide to 1. 36 divided by 4 is 9.